go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Back to the ground with Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. They return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there. Lady. Check. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You're not ready. Hey, check Mike. Watching you go.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. Back to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On third down, it's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Fourth down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on fourth down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Carolina. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Darnold. Flush to him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold rolling to his right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On third down out. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
This offense already 4 for 4 on fourth down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this fourth down. They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Man, I got you, 52's the mic, boys, 52. Hey, let's pick that.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Where's 52? No, 52's the mic. I'm on. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. 48's the mic. Here we go, D, get up.
To the air again, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the screen. 48 for Mike. I got one. Man, 80. 48 Mike. Let's set a tone.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Ball caught by Trimble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Darnold from the red zone now. Steps away.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
48.
Darnold from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McCaffrey on the toss right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
19 Tiger. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they continue to roll